Hi guys and welcome to another video. So in this video we are going to put our knowledge into practice. So we're gonna start by creating a simple notepad, okay? So with this notepad you guys should be able to know the basics and understand each part individually and put into perspective, okay? So let's get started. The first thing you need to do is to select the project. We're going to create a new project, a Windows Forms application. Then we need to give a name. Let's just call it simple notepad, okay? Because it's going to be a very simple notepad. Let's click OK. Then we are going to add all the things that we need to do. So just to get things out of the way, we need to kind of have a look at the Notepad app on Windows or the Notepad application on Windows. So you guys can see it's very simple. There is this menu strip here. We have got the title, the other things here. We got some information over here. So you guys can see it's very simple. We're going to replicate this. Okay, so you guys can see that we have this very nicely. So let's just add the menu strip. Okay, let's go to tools, menu strip. Let's add it here. So you guys can see we have file. Let's add file. Okay, file. And in file we have new. Okay, let's add a new. Let's add a shortcut to be able to press the shortcut hotkeys. Gonna come to properties. Let's select a shortcut here. The shortcut for a new is Control N. Let's select Control N. Okay. Let's see. We have open. Okay. We got open. Let's add a hotkey, which is Control O. Where is it? Shortcuts. Okay. Control O. Okay. We got, let me see. We got save. Save. Also has a hotkey. The hotkey is Control S. Okay. We also have save as. Okay. Let's add a save as also, so we have this very nicely. Let's add a shortcut. I'm gonna add a let me see, Control Shift S. So we got this. Okay. We also have a exit print. I'm not going to print, so I'm just gonna add a exit. Okay. Let's finish by adding exit. Let's add a shortcut. The shortcut here is going to be this is going to be very redundant, but let's do it anyway. Alt F4, right? Alt F4. Okay, there we go. So we've done the file part. We also have the edit, which is a little more. The things that are here is like they are universal, like the passport. It's a universal thing, so we don't usually need to add this. Format. Okay, let's add a format. Let's add a view though. Let's add a view here. And let's add a font thing to kind of get this out of the way. I'm gonna add a shortcut. Oh, shortcut here. Control Shift F. So Control Shift F will open a dialog to change the font. So we have done this so far. So let's run to see what we've done to kind of get a grasp. So this is our application. Okay, as you can see, very nicely, very cool. There is some things that we need to do here, like let's add the rich text box, which is going to be our where we're gonna put the text. Okay, I'm gonna add very closely to the border. Okay, let's run, and we need to pay attention to some things. Like if I try to maximize, it's not following. You guys already know. I think you guys already know what that's happening. We need to add a anchor. Let's add an anchor this way. So now it's going to follow in all directions. Whenever I maximize or minimize the window, it will follow. Okay, that's very nice. We need to add a title right here. I'm gonna add a title simple notepad. Simple notepad. Nice. So I think we've done most of the UI stuff. Let's get started with the coding part. Let's just double click it. So we're gonna need a couple of things. We're gonna need to have some dialogues to select files. So let's create some objects here. So this is going to be the dialogues. We need one for private open file dialog. Open file dialog. We need one to save the file. Save file dialog. We need one for the font. Okay, font dialog. Okay, this is what we need so far. If you guys have any more ideas, we should try to get to that. So let's just call the methods here. We need to start clicking in the menu strips parts to have access to all of those. Okay, let's just do this, and finally view. So these are all of the methods that we have. So you guys can still have new, open, save, save as, exit, and font 2. Okay, these are our methods. So because we're gonna work with text, we need to use a class called system.io to manipulate text. Let's add that namespace, system.io. Okay, so now we can start doing things. I'm gonna create methods, so I could write the code inside each one of those objects, but that could be not very good, I would say. So we're gonna write codes. Okay, we're gonna write functions actually, and in these functions we're gonna work. We're gonna handle possible errors. So I'm gonna use try, catch, and finally to kind of have a very good workflow on doing things. Okay, so if you guys don't know try, catch, finally, this can be used kind of to have a balance between instance. So we're gonna have a cycle kind of way, because we can work so much better doing this. So let's create methods. The first one is going to be private void new file. So here we got this method. Okay, let's comment create a new file. So to create a new file, we have to see. Let's just think logically. So let's say that my rich text box is not empty. So let's just write our exception handling scope. So I'm gonna write try. Okay. Let's add a catch exception ex, and let's add a finally. So this is our scope of try catch finally. This will try to do something. This will catch the exception. This will try to do something afterwards. So the first thing we need to do to follow this is try to figure it out if the rich text box is empty. Okay, so there's many ways to do this, but the best way, in my opinion, is to use the string null or empty. Okay, so if this, let's just string dot is null or empty. Let's pass this dot rich text box dot text. So we got this first statement. We're gonna do message box because we could actually try to overcome this. I'm gonna use a not operator. So this will invert the logic. Message box. Let me see. Dot show. You need to save first. Okay. Else. So if the text box is not empty, we are show this. You need to save first. Okay. Else, it means it's saved. We're just gonna do this dot read text box one dot text equals string dot empty, and this dot title actually this dot text equals untitled. Okay, let's run. I think we should see something here. Let's click on new. Okay, we don't see anything here. Let's just add some text. Okay, I just forgot to call this new file method here. Let's just call new file here. Now it should be working. Let's add some text. It does show you need to save first. Okay, so we need to create the method save file. Let's do this. Private void save file. You guys need to remember try catch, the try catch part, exception x, and finally. So when we call the save file part, we're gonna need to instantiate the save file dialog. Okay, so save file dialog equals new save file dialog. Here there is something very interesting you guys should be aware of, which is the part in which we can kind of select a format. Okay, so this is all we need to do so far, but let's just show that this save file dialog dot show dialog equals dialog result dot okay. Then we could eventually do the saving here, but I need to try to select a specific type of file. To do that, I need to use a filter, but we're not going to do that. Let's just write the code which will save the file. So because we've added the system.io, we have some classes to specifically deal with files. So there is a class which has a static method to write a file, which is I think is be very useful. It's not the best way to do this because if you are dealing with large files, you usually would want to kind of work and just hit the microphone. You kind of wouldn't like to split the task in a sequential way. This will fit the entire file into memory, which could be cool or not. So let's just call this method called file dot write all text. We need to pass the path, which we get by the save file dialog. The save file dialog dot file name. The content we get by this dot read text box dot text. Also, when you save the file, it would be good to verify if the read checkbox is not empty. Okay, so let's do this. If we're gonna have to come back if not string dot is no empty this dot read text box dot text. When I do this, okay, our code is gonna get very large. Gonna paste here. Need to indent this one more time. Okay, let's add a else. So else, I'm just gonna do the file is empty. Okay, so let's run. Oh, I forgot to call .show. Okay, so we have this so far. So if you click File, Save. Wait a minute. Okay, I forgot to call the method. Okay, here, save file. Okay, here we go. Now we are good. Now we're good. So save. The file is empty. Or you could just add there's no text or something. There is no text. Okay, there we go. Now we have this option to do this. So you could actually save this. Let's run. Let's write something here. Let's clicking save. It opens a dialog. I'm gonna create a new folder here, guys, just for the sake of this. I'm gonna create desktop. Just a minute, guys, so I can do this. So I'm gonna create a new folder here. Just a second. It's taking quite a bit, right? Okay, I'm gonna call it files. So let's come to desktop, files, and let's give a name, test. Okay, so we have saved this file. Okay, that's done. Now we need to have an open file. Let's write open here, private void open file, try catch exception X, and finally. So what we could have here is a statement to verify if this file is saved, but we're not going to do that. So let's just go ahead and create our dialog. So we're gonna have a open file dialog equals new open file dialog. If open file dialog dot show dialog equals dialog result dot okay. We can read the entire file by doing this dot read text box dot text equals file dot read file. I show the class file dot read all text open file dialog dot file name. Okay, there we go. We could just add a message box here. Error while trying to open file, something like this. Okay, and then finally we could do open file dialog equals no. So this would be our cycle. So every time we do this, we're gonna run this and we're gonna instantiate, open the file. Eventually, if we got some error, do this and convert this object to new again. So let's run. Because now we have a file. Oh, I forgot to call the method again. Let's just call open file here. Okay, we are good to go again. Let's come to open. Let's select text, open, so you guys can see the file that we wrote the last time. One cool thing to do would be to get the file name and add to the title of the form. So to do that, we're gonna come to open file dialog here. We need to split this, or you could just do this, guys. Text equals open file dialog dot file name. Let's run again. This would get the name of the file and add to the title. So you guys can see here. Okay, you guys can see that this file has no extension. That's not good. So we need to come back to the save file dialog. We're gonna work on adding extensions. Okay, so there's a filter to do this. I'm showing you guys how to do this. So okay, here. So let's add save file dialog dot filter, and you guys need to pay attention to this. This is kind of hard to remember, but the first thing I'm gonna do is to add a string. So this is gonna add a string, and we filter the file extensions that we want. Okay. So in this case, I'm using save file. So I just need to use the most common text format possible, which is a .txt. So let's just add text file. Okay, let's add a expression to get the extension, and this bar and .txt. Asterisk or star.txt. This is all you need to do to get the extension. Okay, so let's run again. Well, we should see something here. Let's just go. Let's write some text. We can save. So you guys can see here we have added successfully what we did. Test2. Okay, I think we should also get here we should get that the name of the file and add to the title of this window. That would be save file dialog file name. File name. Okay, let's run again. That should be fun. Let's add some text here. I'm gonna save test 3. So you guys can see we have the txt extension. So that's for saving a file, which is good. So we've done let me see, we've done new file, open file, save file. We need to do a save file as private void save file as. So there's not much we could do here that's different. Just copy this code, this snippet of code. The main difference is that when you save as you specify a specific uh, format. So to do that, we're gonna come here and try to add another another format. So we're gonna have the text file, of course, and we're gonna add another, okay, another here. So this is the text that I'm gonna show, okay. This is the extension. I'm gonna add a new bar here, and let's add all files. All files. So you guys should know that all files is as star dot star. Okay, I need to come back and here star dot star. So that's all. That's all we need to do to get to this point. So I'm gonna run. Let's come back to. Okay, I need to call save as. Okay, save file as. Let's run. Let's come back to. Let's write some text. Let's come to save as. Is it save as? I'm gonna see here. Save as. Okay, let's come back to save as. Okay, I'm not seeing though. I need to come back here to try to figure it out. What's exactly wrong though? Let's run again. Let's write some text. Let's click in save as. Okay. Something here. It's okay. We need to study this. We need to kind of pay attention to try to figure it out. What's exactly wrong? Okay, let me see. I'm gonna need to come again. Let's open a file. Let's open text3. Let's come back to save as. Am I calling that method? Save as. Yeah, it is though, but that's something here that's not adding up. Save file as. I need to kind of, if string is not null or empty, I need to try to figure this out though. It's kind of hard trying to do this or in this morning because it's very early, guys. Very early. So let's run again. Oh, I think I'm gonna skip this part for now. There's no text. If I can save as, there's no text. So if I add something here, save as. It doesn't show though. Wait. Okay. Okay, let's just call Control S. Okay, there's something here I'm not following. I need to fade this out. But for now, let's just continue with our program. We've done almost everything we need to do. With the exit, we need to kind of do the same. So you guys could write a custom method to do this, so you guys don't repeat yourselves. I'm gonna need to do this over again to follow this, but you guys could have a better thing. So basically, if string is not this dot a checkbox dot text, we're gonna call save file, else this dot close. So that's all we need to do actually. You guys can see that we are trying to verify if this string is null or empty. If it's not, we're gonna call if save file, okay, and else we're gonna call this dot close. This will close the application. So let's run this. You guys can see that if I click file exit, we'll close the application. Finally, we're gonna come to font dialog here. I'm not going to create a new method. That's enough. Let's just write try and catch exception X and finally I'm gonna create a font dialog equals new font dialog if font dialog dot show dialog equals dialog dot okay dialog dot okay. I'm going to do this dot rate text box dot font equals font dialog dot font. That's all we need to do actually. Let's run. Let's open the file. Not save it though. Open. Let's create a new file. This is some text. Let's save. Test 4. Let's click on view font. Let's select a 20. So you guys can see here. Let's do it again, but let's just add a consoles. So you guys can see here. I forgot to kind of select the font size. So there we go. That's all you need to do to achieve this. Oh, I see. There's something here. Okay, I have a something you guys need to pay attention here. We should do this at the beginning. If not, we have to be selecting the font over and over again. We don't want to do this. So font dialog equals new font dialog. Okay, now I think we are good. So you guys can see we can open file, test 4, view font. Let's select a 16 consoles. Let's come to font. Okay, so you guys can see we've kept the same font, which is what we wanted to do. So this was the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. It was very good to do this. It was quite refreshing to do this. So we still have a bug here on the save file as. You guys, if you guys know where the bug is, you guys could comment down below. Or if you guys try to do the exactly same thing that I did here, and you guys still could not figure this out, we should be kind of exchanging ideas to find this out. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this video. See you guys next time.